Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jani and this is a cross stitch channel where I talk about projects, fabrics, materials and topics related to cross stitch. If this is your first time here in my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content, and if you like, you can subscribe and click the bell and all the things that help us in our channels to keep going with our Flosstubers. And in this video I want to share with you some of my current whips. This first project, it's a stitch along. It's a sal from a design by the 20 Stitches, and he's a wonderful designer. And this is Stitch for Pride 2025 with trans history, and each motif it's related to different persons of the trans community, historical characters, and it has been such a joy to stitch this project. I don't really participate on SALs, but this one it's very close to my heart, and I love the little motifs for each month, so I can keep going and enjoying my time stitching this lovely project. I'm using a cotton fabric that I hand dyed. For most of my projects I like to dye my own fabric, so yeah. This is a count 36 by 38. And I'm using polyester variegated flosses. So yeah, I'm just playing with the different colors, and you can use for this project a DMC option, solid colors, but I like the way these variegated flosses look in my fabric and in the project in general. I made a mistake with one of the motifs, and I had to undo all the motif and then stitch it again, but that's okay. And I usually don't frog many of my stitches when I make mistakes, but in this case I really needed to re-stitch because of the where the rest of the motifs were. My second whip is this lovely sampler by Brenda Gervais. It's called Winter Rose Manor, and again it's one of my fabrics. I love this fabric, it looks so wintry. So I really like it, and because it's sampler September, I need to stitch on a sampler. So this is a little progress, because I don't know why, but I find this project in particular a little tired, and I don't know, I started stitching and I love the colors, I love the design, I love my fabric, but we don't make click. So it's a struggle, but hopefully I can pass this boring part or this boring phase and continue with this project, because I love it. I love the project in general. So yeah, this is starting Sampler September with this one. And talking about Sampler September, I needed to start a new sampler. It's mandatory. So I choose a beautiful design by Teresa Kogut. It's called Remember Me. And I change the phrase to stitch a phrase in Spanish, very much with the idea of the original design. And talking a little bit of my stitched, it's alive. It's keeping alive my memory. So yeah, I love this design, and I'm stitched with cotton flosses in an Aida 20 that again I hand dyed with a very soft pinkish color, but I think the overall design is going to look really good. I mean, it's looking great so far. So yeah, I love it. And oh, sorry for the movement of the camera, but yeah, I have my dog here and she's playing. And yeah, this is a sampler that I am stitching with a group of friends, so it's always very nice to share a common project and stitch it with other friends, and we keep going and motivated to continue stitching. So yeah, it was mandatory for me to start a sampler for September. And of course, she's not a sampler. This is my first Bella Filipina. It's the first design by Bella Filipina that I am stitching. I have a few patterns of Bella Filipina with the fabric and the flosses and everything, but for some reason or another I haven't stitched any of them. And with this one I was really not very very sure about starting her or even kitted up this project, but my husband looked at the pattern and he really liked her. So I said, okay, I can stitch this project for my husband. And the more I admired the design, the more I fell in love. So I had to start her. It's called The Legend of Freya, and it's wonderful. Her face is amazing, and it's really interesting how it's different from Mirabilia, and how each designer has this style. But I'm loving this project, and I'm using again one of my crazy fabrics, but I'm in love with that beautiful face, and I'm sure the project is going to look amazing once it's finished with this crazy fabric and this wonderful design. So I will keep stitching on her. I'm struggling a little bit with the treasures and the crystals because this fabric is like 38, so many of the beads and the crystal didn't fit right in the fabric. But yeah, I'm looking, conversion and different crystals and different materials. But yeah, she's amazing. I'm really happy. because for my first Bella Filipina, I think she's a wonderful, wonderful design, and I'm sure my husband is going to love her once she's finished. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying stitching this design with, you know, the fabric, which is so crazy and so colorful. But I think the design will look really amazing once it's all done. And finally, this is Alpine Seasons Mandala by Chatelaine. And I'm working also on this project. Hopefully I can keep, you know, stitching on her, and I really want to finish this project for this year, but I don't know if that will be possible. But you know, in comparison, making the comparison with my last Chatelaine, White Knights of St. Petersburg, which is a really large mandala. This one, Alpine, is not as big. It's, you know, like a medium size. I don't know, but yeah, I really love the colors of the fabric and the colors of the design. It's so feminine and so delicate, you know, an opposite of Bella Filipina and the legend of Freya. So, but you know, you stitch different projects for different aspect, and I really enjoy, you know, this is a different fabric. This is a Lugana 28, and I'm using local beads and cotton flosses instead of silks. And yeah, I'm really, really loving this Chatelaine, and hopefully I will continue stitching on this and finish this project in a near future. Let's say that way. But yeah, it's lovely. I'm struggling a little bit with the fabric because it's an opalescent Lugana, and always that fiber that shines is, it's a little tricky for me. But yeah, overall I love it. So yeah, this is my report for this week. I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.